coming up, right? Let it, let me just do. Okay, so what we'll be doing today is virtualization. Again, I do have slides here. I do have at least 50 odd slides, but I don't want to go through each one of them. Okay, so fine. So what we'll do is how many of you are aware of VMware or ESX or virtualization? Anything? Little bit? You are aware? Yeah? So, okay, let me ask you this way. How many of you are not aware of virtualization? Or VMware, ESX? No? You are aware? Little bit, do you know at least a little bit? Because I just want to know where to start off from. Yeah?
知道一点点吗？还是都不知道？还是
Little bit. So everyone knows a little bit about virtualization, right? At least what is virtualization kind of thing. Anyway, I'm still going to talk about it. Not that I'll not talk about it, but I'll just refrain myself from going deep. So I like to start off with a story like this. You have a normal DL380 server. What are the components of my server? What does the server contain? It has a processor. What else does my server have? Memory. It has storage and it has network. These are the 4 components of my server. Now, if I come to you today and if I ask you, I need a PC or I need a server which is 600 megahertz P2 or a P3. How many of you can give me the server? Can I buy a Pentium 2 with 600 megahertz today? Why not? But my application only requires that much. I'm running a small Windows 95 application which does not require more than 600 megahertz. But it's not available. Intel itself is not giving it out, right? So that's the problem. Whenever we buy servers today, we are buying servers which is 3+ gigahertz or 2+ gigahertz, but our applications are really not using that much of bandwidth. I don't require a 272 GB disk here to do the training here. 36 GB is more than enough. But HP is not giving me a 36 GB disk. They only give me a 72 GB disk. So that's the problem, and that is where virtualization comes into picture. What virtualization does is, this is my processor, my memory, my storage and my NIC. Virtualization virtualizes all of these components into subpartitions. And that is where you create a VM. A virtual machine. Okay, so this is known as a host, and these are known as guests. So this is a host virtual machine, these are guest virtual machines. Now, since my application is only 600 megahertz, what I'd like to do is I like to consolidate. I like to take, instead of running my applications on 5 different systems, I will run it on only one DL380, install Windows 2000 here, Windows 2003 here, maybe I will also install in one more VM. In one more VM I will install Linux, in another VM I will install Mac OS, Tiger. So I'll install various operating systems on top of my one existing hardware, and that is where I do consolidation. And that is what is virtualization. That is why I need virtualization. Okay. So any questions on anything that I've told till now? No? I have not really talked about ESX or anything. I have not talked about products. That I will come to that later. But this is the essence of virtualization. The essence of virtualization is consolidation onto a single server. So I take one single server and I put multiple virtual machines. Now these virtual machines are completely isolated from each other. If this virtual machine wants to talk to this virtual machine, it has to go through the NIC, it has to go through a switch, then it has to come back. That is the power of isolation that virtualization provides you. Okay, so and this can be used in various scenarios. Consider a scenario where you are in test and development environment. Let's say every day the testing team wants to replace this server and install a fresh new operating system. It's very difficult to do that in a normal world. Even if you have RDP, you still have to drag and drop. It will still take 30 minutes. What I can do in a virtual environment is I can copy an image of this, I can copy it somewhere, and the next day I just paste it and restart the virtual machine. I could do that. So that's the power of virtualization. So any questions on this? Okay, so this is virtualization. How is virtualization done? I'll talk about it now. But the essence of virtualization is basically consolidating the virtual machines into one single server. Okay. Now coming to how virtualization. This is basically why. Now I come to how. How do we achieve virtualization? There are several ways to do it. One, is called MSVS. I will talk about the products and explain it how it's done. Microsoft Virtual Server. There is also another product called GSX, or it's renamed as Workstation. This is from VMware. This is one way of doing virtualization. Another way of doing virtualization is the ESX way from VMware. This is the second way of doing virtualization. Yet another way of doing virtualization is using Xen. And this is basically an open source. Okay, so these are the three different ways by which I can achieve virtualization. Now, what is the difference between the three? It's something like this. In case of the first one, MSVS or GSX or Workstation, MSVS, GSX, I have my favorite DL380 server. Okay, it again has my processor, the memory, the storage, and the NIC.